What's up, guys? Welcome back to Esk8 Exchange, the show where we talk about electric skateboards, board bumpers, MBoards, just kind of anything, in the Esk8 industry. We like to talk about things. Today is episode 20, which...
That's crazy.
Damn.
Big 2-0.
That's crazy. We started this over 20 weeks ago, which is kind of nuts. I've never actually... I thought we would do it because I felt... But, I feel like we've always set, goals for, content and stuff that we've... inevitably fail at. Yeah.
I think what's great is every time we're like, so what do you want to talk about today?
We're like, we've talked about everything, I feel like. But no, we actually, we have some very, very big updates as far as the convention goes. So I want to lay down some convention stuff because this event looks almost completely different than what it did when we first started. So originally, my grand idea, which again, I never have planned a convention before, just literally threw together a venue and all this together all in a month. And then I sat on it for a little while and I was like, you know what? This isn't I don't think the way we should do it. So originally we had it set for just a ballroom at a hotel. But the issue with the ballroom is that it's carpeted. There's nowhere to ride boards. So it's we would have all been standing around in a room looking at these boards and we were like, all right, well, I wish we could ride these things. We're just sitting around looking at them. And I honestly think after I met with Jeff from Hoyt and Metro, he was they were interested in coming, but they're like, dude, this isn't.
That seems like forever ago.
Dude, right? Remember when we went and met with them? Yeah. Feels like forever ago. But he was like, guys, it's a great idea, but it's just not quite there. So he's so he gave us he gave us his opinion, and I'm and I agree with him. I was like, you know what? Of course we need to ride these boards. What was I think? I don't know what I was thinking. I was stupid.
Well, at first you were talking about
doing a separate day.
Well, no, just putting plastic flooring on the actual carpet. But then you would need so much of it.
Yeah, we were actually trying to source a temporary flooring, but it was just it was a lot. So we were gonna do, and then my thought was, okay, well, day one Saturday would have been just a convention day, and then day two Sunday would have been our race day, demo day, all that. But we're still though, even on that Saturday, people are still going to want to ride their boards. Sunday just wasn't going to be enough. So what we've done now is instead of having a separate race day and a separate expo day, we've now combined both days into one location for the entire weekend. So now we're over at a actual track. It's a go-kart track just off the Vegas Strip, Gene Woods Racing. Their track's nice. It's a nice little track. It's
outdoors.
Outdoors now.
It's got a wicked view, man.
It does. The view from from the go-kart track is you look directly over the airport, and then just the Vegas Strip is just, boom, right there in front of you, which is really cool. So the footage and videos we're going to get off of this track is going to be awesome. Insane. So that's going to be really cool. So now, again, everything is just one day now, March 26th, 27th, all one. I'm sorry, it's 2 days, but it's all one location, one event. So the expo will be kind of held in the little courtyard area right beside the track. So most of the booths, if not all the booths, will have some kind of view of the track. It's right there. So that way, no one's feeling like they're being left out. Right. The other thought was well, maybe we have the expo inside somewhere, and then we'll do the racing outside. But then it's anyone at the booth, anyone manning a booth is going to be chilling inside, and everyone ends outside. So
there's so many scenarios. We talk through every scenario. Well, what about this, and what if we do that, and I think at the end of it, you kind of have to weigh all the options and just say, this is the best overall option. And
given the budget too.
Yeah, we're going to run with it.
Again, we're still operating as if we're going to lose money. We probably will. I probably will lose a little bit.
Most events, the very first year, you're not making a ton of money.
Right.
And I don't think that's your goal in this anyways.
No. I'm genuinely trying to contribute something awesome to the community. Yeah. And if that means I have to take a bath on it a little bit, so be it. That's not what it's about. But again, though, that's still a still real limiting factor.
Well,
there's only so much money. So I can't have,
You can't lose $30,000.
No,
it's a little different
not.
The way you've scheduled it too versus, I've seen other track days on go-karts. So
Mm-hmm.
Some people are saying, well, what's the difference? Well, one, you're going to have all these boards you can try from all of these different companies.
Right.
And two, you're literally closing this dude's business down for 2 days.
Yes. Yep.
This isn't a come out at 8 o'clock at 8 a.m. and have to leave by 10 or come at 9 o'clock at night. We've all done those.
We got it from 9 to 5 both days.
The reason you want to know why people do them at 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. is because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
These guys want so much money to rent out their track.
We,
and so,
we tried to get
Gene.
Yeah, shout out to Gene because
they got that track completely set in stone.
Completely set in stone. Yep. I got to give them. They've been super chill. They don't not even asking us to pay them money until we have it, which is nice. So I don't even have to front much, which is great.
Yeah.
What are we getting, like 14 hours of track time or something?
Yeah, 9 to 5 both days.
Amazing.
9 to 5
It's insane.
days.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it might be 10 to 5. I got to double check our contract because I think the first hour we're just getting in, saying hi everybody, but still at least 14 hours of track time.
Yeah.
You know what's insane? We were trying to get the indoor pole position, which is also in Vegas. It's an indoor track. Guess how much money they wanted an hour?
An hour.
$2,000 an hour. I'm like,
my God.
No. Like,
so they wanted $28,000.
Yes, $28,000 for the weekend.
Jeez.
No, and that's if we just did 9 to 5. I mean, like if you wanted to go more, or if we wanted to, like, that's how expensive it was.
Well, that would be 10 to 5.
Right.
9 to 5.
Well, whatever it is, still,
it
was insane. So luckily, we got a decent deal with Gene. It's still, I mean, wild. I mean, the weekend. I can't believe how big this invoice is.
That's good.
But it's in the realm of possibility where the vendor booths and the ticket sales and the race entries will actually, I think, pay for the whole event, which is really nice.
I mean, the goal is to just break even.
The goal is to just put on an event that cost me $0. That's the hope, while still giving people giveaways and giving people like swag bags full of stuff, like all that kind of stuff. So our vendor list now is actually very large. I think we're up to like
thick.
And I knew this was going to happen. I've been saying it for all year. Is all of a sudden now we're how many days we got left? It is currently, we are about 45 days, a month and a half now. And now I've got 3 or 4 that are probably going to be confirming this week. And we'll probably have even more like the week or two before.
Yeah.
Because I've always said it, like, it's never too late. Like, there's plenty of space outside there. So that it's not a big deal.
Well, when companies see that there's also 17, 18 other companies coming, they're like, oh.
Yeah,
we should probably go there.
Yeah, this is legit. Like, before when we first started, there was like 3 of us.
Yeah.
And like trying to convince companies, like, it's been so crazy because I'm trying to convince companies that people are going to show up, but people aren't going to show up unless companies show up.
Yeah.
So it's like promising both sides that they're both going to show up.
Yeah.
Without, I mean,
it's good on the first like 4 or 5 companies that just took a chance and said, screw it, let's do it.
Yeah, freaking, we're
good for them.
At the time, we did not own Geckoderm. So Isaac was cool enough to want to come out, but now we do own Geckoderm. So now 3 of the companies that are ours, but whatever, still.
But even like 4, like number 4 and 5.
Yeah, Propulsion Boards was very early on.
Good on them.
He was super cool. I know there's a couple other ones that were very early that were like, oh, yep, sounds good.
Yeah.
And those guys are the reason why this event's going to happen, because like, I think.
Well, it's every company.
Yeah, the forums were talking shit, and they were saying that there was a 10% chance this event actually happens. That's what they claimed. That's what they thought.
It's going to be 100%.
Yeah,
hopefully it's just 10% chance that those people show up.
Yeah, right. Kidding. Yeah,
I'd love for those people to show up.
Hey, I do. I do
expect
too.
It to happen, and
no, you know what's cool?
I'm hoping they see that you're a stand-up guy, and all this stuff that they say about you goes away.
Well, I've talked to now a couple people that I've planning this convention. I've met so many new people, and I'm gonna, over the phone on social media, and I'm gonna meet them all at the actual convention. But
of course.
I've met and talked to so many people, and we've had actual real conversations. And I think people, I've had a conversation. I'm not gonna name any names, but I had a recent conversation with someone, and I think they might be doing media for us. We're not sure yet. We'll figure it out. But he's like, well. I don't want to necessarily talk about it, but I do want to like bring up like working with you guys. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna be viewed in the community and stuff, because obviously we've had a rocky background, not good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are watching, if you guys have been with us since 2017. Thank you guys
the last
so
year
much.
and a half has been great.
I think it's been really good. Of course, there's always a couple bumps here and there, but like I think everything's been so solid. But unfortunately, like, much of the forums or whatever you want to call them, they don't ever do business with us. So they don't know. They can't track our growth or anything. So they can't track like how we've been.
They read one
business.
bad review in 2017, and that's skewed their opinion of your business since then.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But here's the thing: it's not. I don't want to make this event about that, because that's just a bad thing. But But what's awesome about this event, though, is just how many people we've met and how many people are excited to actually show up.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to make our mark. We're just trying to make it where this is the event of the year. We want it, so hopefully next year, my grand plans is next year, if it's big enough, I'd love to rent out one of the like the exotic car racing places, because they have this beautiful facility that would
That's
love
not
to
even
ride.
close to the strip, though.
It's
That's
not.
That's like prim a little bit.
Nah, you're talking like 10 minutes. Speed Vegas?
Yeah, Speed Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
that's-
if you go on the
that's like my
15.
You
big
take one
picture.
road.
Yeah, that's true.
That's like big picture. That's what I would love to do. They have
They've
this.
got a track
they have a
and they've got a
supercart
go-kart track. Yeah,
Yep.
a supercart.
Yeah.
All the space.
They
you can
must
have,
charge.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It'll probably
$4,000 an hour.
It'll probably cost us $40,000 to $50,000
Yeah.
to get that place.
I would agree.
I don't think so. But
You don't
maybe.
think so? Well, we'll see. We'll see. But anyway,
Look,
that's
you can
that would be
already rent out their
2023.
track for like, you can do the go-kart part for like $1,500 an hour or something crazy, which
Yeah.
I think is a good deal, but maybe it's incentivized.
We'll
because
see,
you're
though.
using their shit.
My guess though is this year if we could get 15 vendors this year, especially like
Well, don't you already have 15?
well yeah. So I think if we get 20, I think we'll end up with about 20.
Yeah.
If we get 20 this year, I know a lot of companies just aren't coming out because they have to travel abroad, and with COVID, it's just a pain in the ass for them. So I get it. So I think this year we can get 20 this year. I see there's no reason we can't get 40 next year. Now, given that the event goes smoothly.
Yeah.
But pretending everything goes smoothly, I see no reason why in 2023 we can't get at least 40 vendors out there. And if we could get
I would agree.
250 to 300 people to show up this year, I can't see why we can't get 500 to 600 next year.
Yeah.
Because
I
traveling
agree.
should only get easier. Everyone should be only more comfortable in the next year. And if there's a proof of concept, we actually can market this thing with real footage, real content. People might actually believe. Like right now, we're telling people this event's going to happen, but there's no proof that it's ever happened or ever will happen. I mean, it's going to happen. I'm sitting here putting my face on the line. It's going to happen. But still, it's really exciting to see how well this first event is actually coming together. Race updates, we have the guys at Mo from Stooge Boards. Stooge Race Boards. He's actually going to orchestrate the entire race section of it.
That's awesome.
Because, like, let's be real, I've never done an Esk8 race before, so what the hell am I? I mean, I'm in no place to do that. I mean,
well, no one's ever done a convention. So.
Yeah, a race is a race, and I know I can go on. I'm sure I could do some research and figure out what a normal race format should look like. But still, it's so much better to have someone do it who actually has experience,
of course,
who does it all the time. I think he does races. I don't know if every week, but at least every month.
Quite a few, yeah.
That's quite a few races. So he's got that unlocked. So we're gonna have
a timing system, or is
I don't know how he does it. Okay. I still have to work out those details. Honestly, the race format and race details probably won't come out until like the week before, because one, we have to figure out who's racing, how many racers we have,
of course,
what heats, what version, like what classes, all that.
I would assume people will sign up for the race
on the day as well. Yeah. So
yeah.
I told him, he asked me that yesterday. And he asked if that was going to be an option. And I said, unless it fills up like crazy and we have to cut it off somewhere, well, I'm sure we will allow them to sign up on the day.
Like if you did by Friday night.
Yeah.
You know, like.
That's what I'm thinking. We just need some
like
time to actually get the list together.
Day, like, I don't know.
Right.
I would assume
That'd be so
the amount of people that are coming to the event, I would assume like at least 75% of them want to race.
What Mo was saying is actually a lot of guys want to race, but they won't race because they're novice. Yep. And they don't want, feel like
you have a novice section.
That's what he's saying. Yeah. So he's saying that we're going to have different, so instead of just different board classes, we'll do that as well, but we're also going to do different rider ability classes as well. So he's saying that the novice guys, they don't want to get on the track and like get in the way of guys who are really, really good.
Yeah.
And I totally get that because like my ass is not that good.
I think you should do like a practice lap, and it's hard to gauge this because people might dog the lap on purpose so they can get in the lower like category.
Right.
But, like then like take the times and like section it out between like novice times, intermediate times, and advanced times.
So I think that's what he does. I think everyone, I don't know how he'll do the qualifiers. He'll do some kind of qualifiers. We talked about this. And I think everyone gets a time, and then he takes the top 10 goes to like the pro category, middle 10 goes to like I forget what he calls them, but like a little middle category, and then the bottom 10 or bottom however many will end up in the novice section. And then I think at that point he breaks it down even more.
I'm not really sure how you can do that, like, because I feel like people will purposely go slow to be in the lower category.
But here's the thing though, because if they're really good and they want to win the bigger, like, because the pro categories have a better prize than the novice category.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
The novice category might only have like the prize might be like literally a set of wheels or something
I'm not
silly.
saying
Get
like
you a piece of grip
like
tape,
a
little 3x5.
like a pro guy is gonna go all the way down to novice. I'm thinking like some people towards the middle might
Maybe.
just want to win, so they kind of.
I think people.
I think
are
they'll
gonna
try.
come to show
I
off.
think
ride fast.
people's egos
Yeah.
are too big.
This
Yeah,
track, this
that's
track
fair.
too is it's tight and technical. So
Yes.
if somebody's dogging it, like
You'll
you're
be
gonna
able
look
to
at him, you're gonna be
tell.
like, "Come on, bro! Like,
You-
what are you waiting on?
Yeah.
Let's roll."
Yeah.
If it was something, where they're able to open it up, and we know like their board can handle it, but they're just not doing it. That's a different story.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, these race boards, it's gonna be a much different from what we've seen them do. In the track that they were on, it'll be a much different race for them because it's going to be very short and very tight.
Yeah,
they're not
that's
going to be
true.
hitting. we're not going to be hitting 50 miles an hour probably
No.
in this race.
If someone can,
but if somebody
that'd
hits
be-
50,
Oh my God,
like,
they-
they're going to blow straight through.
Dude, they're gonna end up at
gonna-
the airport.
Yeah. But I think I probably hit 20 on my GTR.
Yeah.
So
And that wasn't even pushing it.
No. It was windy that day.
Yeah.
And we were kind of being nice.
Some of the guys who
I didn't
like,
want to scare the dude, our first
Yeah.
time out.
well, yeah, we had to make sure Gene wasn't like worried we were gonna get hurt out there.
Yeah.
Because that was
He
his
worried
biggest
about
thing.
that.
We've actually got insurance all handled now,
That's
which is
cool.
nice because that was a big hurdle, which actually
Yeah.
turned out to be really easy.
I think
That's
when we
good.
go out, we kind of talked about doing a media day so
Yep.
we can kind of show people what to expect outside of those pictures you had were killer, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I know you didn't take those with your drone because it's right next to the
Nope.
airport.
Apple Maps.
Yeah, it's right by
Apple-
the airport.
Google
Like, Wait a
Maps?
minute.
What's
There's
interesting,
no way there was a drone.
I
up
wanted to
there.
show a top-down view of the map of the actual course.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I pulled it up on Google Maps, and the Google images like haven't been updated in God knows when, and they just look like shit. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I can't even it's pixelated. I can't
Yeah.
even send this out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Let me try Apple Maps because they take their own photos,
Mm-hmm.
and they are like brand new photos, and they look really nice.
Oh,
so I'm
that's
like,
nice.
oh hell yeah! So I just took those.
Yeah.
No, I did not
those
get
are
a
good.
drone out there. It's literally, I mean, like if anyone hasn't seen
Yeah,
the
you're
venue
gonna
yet,
get a ticket if
Go
you
on-
try to get a drone out there.
yeah, go
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Go on Google and just search Gene Woods Racing Experience Las Vegas, and it's the one. Literally, it's the course here. There is a street like probably 8 lanes of traffic, and there's a fence at the airport. It is
Yeah.
right there. I mean, like there is literally nothing in between the go-kart course and the airport. So
Yep.
I do believe we are. I don't know the technical rules, but I do believe you can get a drone out there as long as it does not fly
Across
above.
the fence.
No, not across. Oh fuck, across the fence. You're going to.
Definitely
you're going
not,
to some
yeah.
kind of prison.
Yeah.
No, as long as it doesn't go higher than like the immediate
Oh,
structures
I
around you.
see.
Like if you're staying below like the big stadium lights,
Well,
I
yeah,
say
it
there's no
doesn't-
problem.
yeah,
I would say
of
that's
course.
probably
Yeah.
no problem at all.
Or if you did like a chase, with
Yeah.
a drone, but
Yeah,
it's basically getting the shot that you did.
yeah.
That
But if-
would not be.
No,
not be
I don't
okay.
think so.
If-
Where I was going with that is like I think that day also, we'll be able to maybe ride a little harder to get
Oh,
a better
yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Because I mean it would be good to give Mo like some sort of an idea of how long this track is, how long
Yep.
it takes.
It's 1,100 feet
Because we're
long.
gonna have to break all this timing out. We can't
Yep.
just like, well, okay, let's go race now.
Yep.
He'll have to think about if we do it throughout the day.
Yep.
There's free ride time, so even if you're not racing, even if you're not demoing a board, if you have your own, we're also gonna block out some time just for free riding.
Yeah.
Just gotta have the right wristband.
Yeah.
Which I guess would that be for general entry? Or would you
So
have to pay?
the what we're planning on doing is actually Mo thinks we can get all the racing done one day.
Okay.
So we'll all figure that out. But what the plan is currently is Saturday will be demos and free skating all day Saturday. Because Mo was like, you know what? What if you got someone walks up to one of the booths and the vendor has a board ready to go and they want to ride it, they want to test ride it, and they have to go, well, you got to wait an hour because racing's happening right now. To me, I don't think that big of a deal. But Mo was like, but it would be better if they could just go out right away. So he's thinking like if you can get a whole day of just free skating and demos, that would be awesome. So the plan is if you show up with general admission, you're allowed on the course to ride it. As free skate, you can go demo, whatever. I think we'll have to control how many people are out there at one time
Yeah,
because it'll get
course.
crowded. But then to actually race and to be able to be on the track and race is that's what's covered under the race admission fee, and that's I think that's pretty fair. If you pay your general admission ticket, you get to ride on the track with your own board or with a demo board or whatever you want to do. But I think that's pretty fair.
So we're looking at racing Sunday.
Yeah, I think we're gonna race Sunday. I think that's what Mo is thinking. But again, we're still working out the details. Obviously, if you're interested in coming, it'll work out. It will make it
Yeah.
where it makes sense. So don't wait on the track details or the track schedule to buy your tickets and come over.
If there's like bad weather on like Sunday and there's not on Saturday, are you gonna like switch?
So probably if the forecast is yeah, there's always a weather thing. We're betting on the weather. There is 300 plus days of sunny weather here in Vegas. We are gambling with the weather, and we have very good odds. Mm-hmm. But of course, there's always a chance. March is actually usually a good month. Yeah. There's not anything crazy going on. So I
think though we sort of do have a way that we could do both at the same time. And we could just use that parking lot.
Yeah, so there's a couple contingency plans just in case things aren't working out. Yeah. But if the weather's looking bad on Sunday but looks good Saturday, we might flip the days. Mm-hmm. Just because I think we'd rather have we need the racing to happen.
Yeah.
And then the demos we can throw in there. Oh, the rain, the whatever the
demos
wind,
don't need a track either. They
right.
just need a space. Which out there we have a lot of space. We have a lot of really good asphalt.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, so there's plenty out there. Yes, the track is nice. Like
we'll
make
also,
time.
It's
Everybody
not gonna
will get their time out there.
Yeah.
It's not going to be 8 straight hours of racing.
Right.
Right. And there's not going to be 8 straight hours of bad weather.
Yeah.
We'll just the morning maybe it's a little even if let's pretend it rains.
We'll bring a little blow dryer and we'll blow off.
It'll be fine. We'll work it out.
Small enough we can handle.
Yeah.
And then the ride. So I'm thinking, and we haven't talked about this yet, but I'm thinking I might do some sort of ride Friday night.
Okay.
Also, or something.
Friday
outside
night.
Of the night
outside
before.
of the group ride.
Yeah.
Oh no,
outside, outside of
yeah.
like we have like the official one that
on
SoCal
Saturday
Legends
night.
Gonna host.
Yep. Which is sponsored by Shred Lights.
Yeah, sponsored by Shred Lights. So they've worked together for a long time. So that's a really cool combo.
Yeah, that's a great combo.
But I'm
so
thinking about
that's
maybe
Saturday
doing
night.
something. Yeah, maybe doing something
Friday night, like a welcome ride. That'd be fun.
Like it'd be cool to maybe do like a barbecue with it or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we can
cool.
see if we can have some sort of like meet at a restaurant or something.
I mean,
that can.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We could. I mean, I don't know if we want to do it. We could have people come here. We could bring a grill out here, grill up some food or something, hang out. I mean, I don't know.
Then go hit the wetlands at night would be.
We could.
Fucking wild.
We could do that.
Excuse me.
No, you're good. I think that'd be fun. Well, I think we should do a welcome ride of some kind. Maybe even if it's smaller.
Just something to everybody say hi. That way on Saturday, it's like it's not that awkward. All the little cliques running around like, hey, dude, last night was rad. Like that. You've already kind of broken the ice or whatever you want to do. We have people coming from all over hell, man. I saw Dallas today. We know there's groups coming from Colorado. We know from SoCal, NorCal.
We got a vendor coming from New Jersey.
Coming from Hawaii.
Yeah. I think we have a couple coming from Hawaii.
Isn't there one coming from Florida too?
That might be true.
Yeah, so
I can pull up the tickets and look, but anyways.
May or may not have a manufacturer that resides out of Australia showing up. But we'll see.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
We'll see about that.
I don't know about that one. I haven't heard about that one.
Yeah.
I'm
keeping that one in my pocket.
Okay.
Hey, people like to come to Vegas.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Come to Vegas and hang out.
It's not like they're going to some like weird city that you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Like people would just come to Vegas.
Dude, plane tickets are so cheap right now too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If you're going to come to Vegas, this is a good time to do it. So cheap. I mean, I haven't looked at them in a little while, but the whole nation, like all of the plane tickets have been cheap for a while right now.
Course.
So anyway, so that's kind of the general update. I mean, like, it's just all coming together. It really is. I mean, the venue is awesome. We're gonna have concessions there. We'll have some gear in case anyone needs extra belts, bearings, whatever. I'm sure someone's gonna show up and their board's gonna be a mess, and we'll have to fix it.
Yeah.
I'd like to have some kind of maintenance booth of some kind. We'll figure out how to do that. We're thinking about doing like a board valet system somehow, so people can bring their boards and then put them away, maybe on the charger or whatever, so that way they can not stress about carrying their boards around, because I think this venue will be totally fine to carry this or to hold this many people. But if they all had their boards with them too, it might get a little crowded. So I think we'll have to figure out how to do something like that. We'll probably get a big tent and do a valet system of some kind. But we'll work on the details there, and then we'll start figuring out whether or not people are even going to bring their boards or not. I mean, I imagine they will.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing for people is they want to come, but bringing their boards is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So I know that's going to be a hurdle for some people.
You should have an address on, like, when it gets closer to the thing, like, because some people can't fly with their boards,
right?
If they're flying in, to like ship your board here?
So I've talked about this with Maddie, and I thought about offering some kind of service where you could ship your board to us. We're not going to open it. We're not going to do anything. We're going to leave it in the box. And then we'll bring it to the race site, or we'll bring it to the event site Saturday morning for you. Then you'll have it. You'll have to like somehow we'll mark the box where you have to show your ID or somehow to get your box. But then the question is, how do they get it back?
They pack it back
up. Are we going to hold all these boxes for them? Are we going to have shipping materials? Are we going to have shipping labels? Like, what's the logistics of that side? Because I don't want to have to pack these boards for anybody. Because I don't want to be responsible.
Yeah. I get that.
If I don't pack it properly and something breaks on the way by, like, that worries me. So that's the only thing is I don't want to lose anyone's stuff.
Yeah.
Can't you ship things to yourself at like UPS stores?
Yes, you can.
Doesn't UPS offer that service?
Yeah, you can hold things at UPS, which is probably the best way anyone can do it. Honestly, is to hold your board at a local UPS store
just
nearby.
Put it in like a welcome email and say if you want to ship your board, and give them the closest UPS address
to the convention site. I think that's probably what we'll do. I would love it to be able to bring everyone's board for them, but I just don't want to lose anyone's stuff. I don't want to be responsible.
No, I get it.
I also think we should probably. I'm hoping I can get in touch with one of these vendors who have a lot of boards that can bring out a lot of boards, and maybe we can get board rentals going. For anyone who doesn't want to bring their whole board out but want to participate in the rides, like on the Friday night or Saturday night rides.
Someone from Southern California or something.
Yeah,
something.
Well, we did have an inquiry for a vendor last night, and they might be able to
Is
help
it that fat bike rental or something?
No,
they're out of Long Beach.
Like
there's a company out of Long Beach that does
rentals,
like 4 or 5 different board manufacturers plus e-bikes, like Super 73, and they rent.
Oh wow!
So I bet they'd come out.
What about the guy from Boulder City?
So he's there. They're now. That's they changed ownership.
Oh,
they don't do rentals though. They just sell, and they're almost exclusively one wheel,
which
is cool, which is fine. We should actually have a pretty decent one wheel. A one wheel gathering, like a one wheel group coming out.
There is a dude locally though. At least I've seen a Instagram for a local Vegas one wheel rental.
Okay, well we'll have to get in contact with some of them. Yeah,
who knows?
Because it would be nice to actually be people to show up, and it would be nice really is to come out and rent a board you've really wanted to purchase maybe, and ride it for the weekend because that's kind of fun too. Is maybe you have a board that you don't love at home and you can come here for the weekend. You don't have to travel with anything, and you could roll up. Get a nice board that you really wanted to ride for the weekend, and it's yours for the weekend, and that's kind of a fun idea too. So we'll see. We have to see if there's any demand for that because a lot of these companies they're not based here in Vegas. They'll come out from California, but they're not going to come out if they don't think it won't make sense for them.
Yeah,
like
I don't think we're going to solve the board problem this year yet.
No,
either.
probably not yet.
Realistically, removing the battery and just shipping the battery would be much more feasible. But then you're responsible for a bunch of
random batteries showing up.
In your warehouse that I don't know if that's a good idea.
I honestly think the ultimate vision, like this at the convention is the big, grand picture would be people would send their board, they'd pack their boards however they see fit. They'd ship them to our warehouse. We'd bring them to the event site. And then there at the event site, we would have a packing station along with a way for them to purchase shipping labels. I think that's the best way.
Yes.
And then we would take their boards after they packed them, put them back on our truck, bring them back to our warehouse, and then have the UPS driver come pick them up.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate, I think, the grand picture. And honestly, we probably could get that done this year, but there's just some logistics there that I just don't want to mess that up. I don't want to do anything poorly this time around. That. But that's something I think, that's the idea, though. Is to have a whole tent with extra boxes, extra padding, paper, whatever. And if they need to buy a box or paper or tape, or whatever they need to buy, and then they'll also buy their shipping label. I think that's something we can actually do. And I don't think that's crazy. It's just making sure we have enough packing supplies and all that kind of stuff where people can actually use it.
Yeah.
And it makes sense for everybody. I do think that's something we can do. Especially if they keep their box. If they keep the box they originally shipped their board in, given that it doesn't show up looking like a mess, then I think that's easy.
Are you doing like a group rate at a hotel or something too, or no?
So far, we're not. I think the problem was that our venue came in so late. We've been working on this venue forever.
You still could try to get a group.
We can still try. I know a lot of hotels have already been booked. A lot of people have already booked their hotels.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much anything the south end of the strip is great. But again, anything on the strip's gonna be kind of expensive. But there are literally the address is public.
Booking now, I don't think the rooms are that outrageous.
Yeah.
Mandalay Bay is probably the closest on-strip hotel.
Yeah. And if you don't want to stay on the strip, there's plenty of hotels. If you just search the address of our venue.
Oh, yeah. There's a ton.
The venue address is out there in public. It's on our website. Search it and then just find the closest hotel there.
Yeah.
There's plenty of them.
What are we even to Mandalay Bay? Like a mile and a half?
Probably.
Which is the strip?
It's,
Like,
you
Even
can
like
ride
a
there.
Holiday Inn or something
Anything.
like that.
A lot of these guys don't care. They just need a
Yeah.
place to crash for the
Yeah,
night. They're
of
gonna
course.
be
I
out,
would say-
they're gonna be out all night. Come on, they're not gonna be.
I've
they
ridden
don't care.
and I've ridden in between our site and the Mandalay Bay, and it's not bad.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
not
do
bad.
it. It's
Yeah.
not bad at all.
Oh
So
yeah, it's not too bad.
get some
So-
lights or whatever, but yeah.
Yep.
And we did have some questions about where to buy tickets.
Okay, tickets are available. They are $35. That pay. I feel like that's pretty good. You're getting a lot, I think, for your money. The whole weekend.
2-day event.
Yep.
Riding on a track alone should have been like $150.
Yeah, dude, we could have if we had done a track fee, which I was trying to make it
Oh,
all
man,
inclusive,
yeah.
right? But if I had done a track fee, we'd have made, we might have actually made some money this year. But that's okay. We're not going to ever do track fees.
Yeah.
The admission will always include the track. But anyways, $35 the whole weekend. You get to ride the track. You get to demo boards. You get to meet all your favorite brands. You get to hang out. Like, it should be a good time.
Yeah.
And tickets are on sale at Esk8.com. Esk8con. Sorry, Esk8con.com. I think /tickets. I'll put the link in the description.
Yeah.
It'll be down there. I don't.
But we
even
also
know.
have listeners, so
Yes, right. They'll be in the description of the podcast on Spotify or anything else as well.
Yeah.
We'll make sure that the description is up to date with the links in there. But yeah, we hope to see you guys there because it really shouldn't cost too much to come out, especially if you're not a vendor. If you're just a person who wants to come hang out, it really shouldn't
Yeah.
cost you that much. I mean, we're talking, I don't know. What are our plane tickets, you think, from like back east right now?
At most expensive, like if you get like a hotel is $100 and something a night, like I would say probably like about $600.
Totally for
total.
their trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Did what, 2 nights?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
only 2 nights?
Well, I mean, if you came Friday and Saturday
Oh,
night.
it might
you
even
came the night
be
before.
it might even be less than that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think like that's not bad. I mean, if you're traveling from California or anywhere you can drive, it's really not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
there
not
are hotels out there that are like $70-$80 a night. I mean, you get what you pay for.
bad. Well, of course,
obviously.
yeah.
But
That's not bad.
yeah,
though.
if you were on a tight budget, you could do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
It's
sure.
Vegas, of course.
Yeah,
You can find
you can definitely do it.
whatever your budget is, there's a room available.
Hey, go
Honestly, you
spend it
could get
on
a bunch of
gambling
buddies and get like an Airbnb.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Like you could get an Airbnb for like $150 a night and have 4 or 5 friends stay with you.
You know what I thought about? I thought about doing, you know how there's all these different Esk8 groups in all these different cities? I thought about doing some kind of like, whoever has the most amount of people show up to the event gets like the biggest Esk8 group award or something. And they get to have like this item or something until next year and they have to bring it back. Like just to
It
have,
could be
I
like
just thought,
a
and then we could
skateboard trophy.
This might be
Yeah.
a little far fetched,
Okay.
but to make it even more incentivized
okay.
for the next event, we will get them the Airbnb house and we'll cover it for 2
Oh,
nights.
that's kind of
And from
cool.
there, they
Yeah.
fill it up the next go round.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun. Actually.
Also, I
Cool.
think you should do awards for like most unique board.
Well, yeah, we're trying to make it.
board, something like
We're,
that.
we're still working on. We're trying to make the whole event like more than just walking around looking at booths. We want
Yeah.
there to be more interactive, more activities,
course.
more maybe games or something like where people would actually have a good time doing rather than
Mhm.
just. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll have a great time sitting around talking to all my buddies and all these people I've never met before.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be a lot more fun if there was just something to do.
Yeah.
Talking about doing raffles potentially. I
Oh,
don't know yet.
absolutely. I think you should
Yeah, so we're trying to figure that out. We'll do raffle
go
tickets
around
maybe.
selling raffle tickets. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll try to do. Maybe I'll try to hook up with some kind of charity or something and do like a 5149. That'd be kind of or
Yeah.
a 50-50. Sorry, 5149 is a Vegas thing.
Yeah.
But maybe a 50-50 raffle would be kind of cool too. I don't know. We're just trying to figure something out, just to make it like a more of a, a very well thought out event, not just like we slapped some booths in a courtyard. And
I think
called it a
it'll
day.
be good.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
I don't think you really put your name on anything that's not good, so I think you'll
We
make
try
it
to.
good.
I mean, sometimes it starts out not great, but we're
Oh.
trying to make everything good. My vision is, I think it's more or less coming true this year, so it should work out pretty well.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry for the super super long convention update, but I'm really excited about it, and I really hope you guys show up and come to the event because it's gonna be a lot of fun. And then I think honestly next year is just gonna be even better.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine it being worse.
Well, I
I
don't
hope
think
we can
you
add a day. I hope we can add Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
I think we can. I think we do next year.
Be nice.
I think we do add a Friday next year.
I don't think you should be sorry for the update. I think people are genuinely curious.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's been one hell of an up. It's been crazy to try to get this to work, but it's working.
Speaking of crazy, you want to hear something crazy?
Okay, let's hear it.
Mike rode his board last week.
Oh, I did. I rode a lot last week, guys. So I officially have a fully functioning working prototype of the new board, and it's only got half the battery in it, right? So I remember I told you guys it's going to be a 12S 8P, right? I only have a 12S 4P in it right now. We went to Catalina, so I bought this giant 46-inch long rifle bag. It's meant for, it's a bag that you can fit 2 side-by-side rifles.
Yeah.
Hunting, whatever you want to do with it, whatever you want to have in it. But it's perfectly sized for, you have to take your wheels off, but if you take your wheels off, you can fit your electric skateboard in it perfectly. Mm-hmm. And I took it, and there's actually these backpacks. I'll put a link in the description to it because it's an awesome bag. It's like $80, $90, and it's a great bag so that if you want to, like, to me, traveling with a board is so cumbersome. You got the wheels, it's sturdy, it's all this, but I threw it in a bag, and the bag is nice. It's got plenty of pockets for all the different wheels and all the different accessories you want to bring. Anyway, we drove it out to California, and then I was able to check that bag onto the Catalina Express. So we went to Catalina Island for the week.
Did they even like ask you like what's in the bag?
No. So someone's like, "What's in the case?" Because it's literally a rifle bag. I mean, it doesn't look like a rifle bag. I mean, it's a rectangle. It's not like in the shape of a gun or anything. But he's like, "What's in the bag?" I'm like, "Oh, skateboard, longboard." He goes, "Okay."
That's
didn't
scary.
even crack it open to see. Yeah,
didn't even crack it open.
That is so scary that they did not make.
They didn't give a shit, dude.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. But so technically, on their website they say that you can't bring hoverboards because of their batteries. So I think it's because hoverboards are infamous for exploding. Yeah. But still, the thought was, well, are they gonna give me a hard time about my battery in it? Mm-hmm. Didn't even open it to check. So I'm like,
because also it says electric bikes, the batteries have to be
removable. Which if
your battery is
removable. I could pop my lid open and I could detach that in about 5 minutes. But still, been a pain in the ass, right? Yeah. Didn't even open the bag at all. So I was like, sweet,
that's
we're
crazy.
In. So I brought the new prototype board, and then Martin brought his Interstellar. And okay, first of all, the hills there.
Okay, did Martin have a bag too?
Martin had a bag too.
Okay.
Yep, he had a bag as well. First of all, the hills there are wild. I mean, you're on an island. You're on a hilly island. The whole like city of Avalon, which is like the main city in Catalina, is like a 1 square mile.
Yeah,
it's very small. So like everywhere is in walking distance. But what's interesting about Catalina is first of all, there's not a single traffic signal on the entire island.
Is it really?
There's no traffic lights at all anywhere. They're all stop signs, and almost nobody who lives there has a car. They all drive around golf carts.
Yeah,
which is interesting because literally my board was one of the fastest vehicles on the whole island, which is so awesome.
The only one to ever get a speeding ticket.
Yeah,
Catalina.
I mean there are full size vehicles. There's a lot of work vehicles out there for like construction and stuff.
So
like
there's
that.
like trucks and stuff.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, okay. But everything's so expensive. You have to boat it all out there. So it's like, geez. But it was first of all like I plugged my board in when we first got there just to charge it up fully, and then I never charged my board the entire time I was there. I rode for 2 or 3 days. And I came home, I was at like 50%. I had
crazy.
7-inch wheels on, 58T pulleys.
How many miles do you think you drove?
I think I rode probably 25 miles out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're going to get 50, 60 miles out of it.
And that's the half battery, dude. It's insane.
Right. So you're going to get like 100 miles
no,
out
so
of the
what I realized, though, is that the way that the Stormcore app works is that last 50% goes quick.
It does, yeah.
It does go really quick.
Okay.
It's the way that they curve their voltages. Okay. That percent is not.
But you're still going to get like 60 miles with the 12S AP.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because I'm pretty certain. Now, when I came home, I still hadn't charged it yet. And I rode around the neighborhood another 10 miles. So I think overall, I put about 35 miles on my board. But that was with the first 25 miles, insane hills. Like, I'm serious. Like, the golf carts go 9 miles an hour up these hills. And I'm just ripping up them like no one's business. So it's like,
are the streets actually full sized though?
They're usually they're one. There's not multiple lanes. It's one.
Yeah, but it's still like an average size lane.
Yeah, it's like a resident. They all look like residential roads, pretty much.
Okay.
There's not like yellow lines or anything. It's literally it's 2-way. There's a lot of one-way. There's some one-way streets in there, but it was just a lot of fun to be able to like just rip around a town where all the cars are slow. I'd never once felt like I was going to get hit by a car, which was awesome.
That's cool.
Which is why I don't ride as much in Vegas, because all our speed limits here, 45 miles an hour. Mm-hmm. The speed limits there, it was like 20 or 25 is the max the speed limit is ever on that island. which is awesome because my board will go like 35, which I never rode that
Did
far.
anyone ask you about your board or anything while you were
Not really. I think first of all, I was just flying by, like no one really saw me, but no, it was a ton of fun.
That's
And
awesome.
here's what I'll say: it's expensive to go out there. The parking your car out there is expensive. Parking your car at the terminal is expensive. The boat ride's expensive. The Airbnbs are expensive. But once you get there, like with your board, if you can make like
It's worth it.
I think it's worth doing at least once.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll do it again. I mean, it's just a lot. It's kind of a lot of money to go out there, but it was a great time.
I wonder if they'd crack down if we showed up with like 30 people.
That's what I was thinking.
Know?
I was like, dude, how cool would it be to do like a big group?
Yeah.
We'd all have
All
to be
take the
so,
boat
like,
out there for the day.
Though, you know?
Yeah. So what you could do if you really wanted to is you could park your car, take the earliest ferry out there, and then spend all day there, and then take the earliest or the latest ferry back, and then that way you don't have to pay to actually stay there.
Yeah.
Or you would charter your own boat.
Or you could charter your own boat if you had
I
enough
guess
people.
if you had 30, 40 people.
Yeah.
You got to make sure you don't miss the late boat ride though, because then you're stuck on the island till the morning.
Yeah, then you're homeless for the night. Yeah. No, because there's a couple hotels there though. So that's the thing is I think if you got hotel rooms, it'd probably be a little cheaper than doing the Airbnb.
Yeah.
But
I would think so.
No
But-
homeless people either.
there's like, as
Speaking
far as I
of
can
that-
tell, not a single homeless person there.
Unless I show up without a room.
They probably
Just
send
me,
them,
guys.
They probably send them on the boat and go back to
Yeah, I don't know how
Send
you'd.
it back to the shelter
That's
on
the
the
thing.
main
Is,
island.
I don't know how you'd end up there.
See you in the morning, Fred.
Yeah, it's crazy though. It's
I
wild.
think just something you mentioned, like feeling safe because of cars. Like,
yeah,
kind of going back to the convention, but folks that are coming out here that, you know, wherever you do currently ride, people in Vegas have still never seen Esk8s. They
it's
don't,
not.
when they see these things, their eyes get huge and they'll just stare at you like death grip on the wheel. So like the weaving in and out of the traffic,
that does
like,
not gonna fly out here.
man, like
Nope.
if you really need to do it, go for it. But I'm warning you, like these cars are gonna freak out when it rains here. It's absolute pandemonium.
Guarantee you.
it's like a foreign substance.
Guarantee
you
you,
know?
every single time it rains here, somebody dies. Every single
not
time,
good,
without
so-
fail. Because what happens is the oil builds up on the roads here for weeks or months, and then it
the
finally
sand.
rains,
Yeah.
and then it all gets wet again, and it's super slick.
Yeah.
Every single time it rains, probably every single EMT is out busy that day because there's just car accidents everywhere.
So what I was
Doesn't make
thinking,
any sense.
kind of what we could do is also put on the website some suggested rides for people that come in that are maybe
Here
not
for the
on
week.
streets. We know about Red Rock. We know like
Yep.
the wetlands.
I haven't ridden
There's
Red
a
Rock
few
yet.
trail. Oh man, we got to take your board to Red Rock.
Yep.
There's a few trail. Like we have a lot of trail systems. There's a
Yep.
lot of areas that you can go and get off the streets because our streets were not designed. They don't have bike lanes. Like,
No, some of them
it's
do,
just not-
but some of them
it's just
don't.
not the best. It's not
Yeah.
the best.
Right. But anyways, like so that's a good idea. We'll put a bunch of suggested rides for anyone who wants to like tour the Vegas Valley on their boards while they're here. I think a lot of guys are going to come out for more than just the weekend. I think they'll come in early, like midweek, and stay through the weekend, just to make their trip a little bit more worth it. That's what I would
Hope
probably
so.
do. Yeah, I hope
You know,
so.
Why not? It's beautiful in March.
I hope to get some of the vendors here on the podcast while they're here. So hopefully Thursday, Friday, I could sit here for 5-6 hours and just funnel a bunch of people in and just get as many
I think
people on the
absolutely
podcast
you
as
should.
possible.
Maybe we could go live that day and people could actually like ask their questions.
Yeah, that would be fun too.
Yeah, you do a live Q&A podcast. That would
I
be
definitely
really
think
cool.
we should do one like Saturday if we could. Even
Yeah.
if we
Oh,
just did
you're
30
saying like at the event.
yeah,
Yes.
30 minutes.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good
Just do
idea.
a quick live, answer a few questions, but just introduce a few people.
I mean, you would
everybody
have to
around.
bring all the
Yeah.
camera equipment with you, but I think it would be really cool.
That would be kind of fun. Yeah, so that's like another thing we could just do to like make the event a little
Yeah.
bit more. Yeah.
like kind of like a press conference vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be kind of fun. So
Yeah.
yeah, we could do that because we can have so many people. Well, that's how you get them on the podcast.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
have them sit right there at the event.
Yeah, and
for-
then ask
for
their
30
question,
minutes.
and then you respond, and then someone gets up, and then do it again.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, I think that's probably what we'll do because that's the best way to get as many of the vendors on the podcast.
And
as
not
possible.
even just the vendors, the people too.
Oh, general people. Yeah,
Yeah.
riders too. Yeah.
And then like whatever you want to put on the podcast, you cut together, and then some of the questions might not like refer to the podcast topics. You might not want to put that on the podcast.
Yeah, so we'll run them
but
as
you can
segments
still-
in future podcasts.
Yeah. And you can still like live answer their questions and stuff.
You'll have to ask the planes to stop landing.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is
You'd
yeah,
have to do that
Yeah.
inside.
I don't know.
If
It's a
there
good
is.
idea. We'll
Is
see
there
what
a
we can-
section that could
we
be
have
inside?
no maybe. We
Okay.
don't know yet.
Yeah, because the planes landing is going to be a problem.
so we'll
pretty
figure
loud
that
out
out.
there.
We'll figure that out. Yeah, it's not
Plus,
gonna be
I think
quiet.
we'll have music.
We'll probably have music bumping too. So
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. I'd like to try to invite them here on set. And I
Mm.
think a lot of them will be here Thursday and Friday, and I think we could scoot them in for an hour.
Well, I still think you should do a live Q&A at the event. Maybe not film it for the podcast, but still, I think you should do that.
Yeah, I mean, what I'd like to do is put together an actual panel of multiple
Mm-hmm.
vendors. I mean, all can have mics, and we can have just have a general like big discussion.
Yeah,
I don't know, just something more than just standing around.
yeah.
Well, again, we'll work on that. But anyways, if you guys haven't yet, buy your tickets because I want to see you guys. I want to meet you guys. I mean, that's the biggest thing is I want to just meet as many people as I can that weekend. And
I'm so sad I won't be here for
yeah,
it.
Mark's gonna be out of town.
Yeah,
Mark's gonna miss the big event.
I know.
Man.
I don't even want to talk to you, Mike. I don't even want to talk to you, man.
But Jacob's gonna be here. I'm gonna be here. Maddie's gonna be here. Your wife's probably gonna be there, right?
I hope so. That's probably another question.
Maddie's selling
see.
snacks.
Yeah, Maddie will be
Yeah.
selling snacks probably. We'll figure it out. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for watching. We really didn't talk about. I mean, any
this whole
topics.
episode was about
The convention, man.
Esk8 and that's fine.
Yeah, 90%
a
chance of
lot
failure.
of a lot of people want to hear about it, so
Yeah,
I think it's
I
totally
agree.
fine.
It's a lot of fun. Like it's honestly been a lot of fun to plan it. I've been so stressed out though. Now
Yeah.
that our venue's done, I feel like okay,
Yeah.
I can breathe. Our vendors are
Now you know it's 100%
gonna happen
Yeah.
because it took us so long to nail that venue
Yeah.
down. But now that we have, I'm like, okay, literally all we have to do is show up, set up, and make sure like tickets go smoothly. That's
feel
it.
You
like-
get shit done though, so it's fun.
And,
I
yeah.
feel like I can take a little bit of credit for that event. but-
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
God,
Maybe
yeah,
just a
Jacob.
little-
First of all,
Absolutely.
I was
don't
like,
even
Mark,
get me started.
Mike, you gotta do it a track. Mike, you got to do a
Yeah.
track. Mike,
First
do a
of
track.
all,
Mike, find a track.
This
If Jacob wasn't here, this event
event would
happened.
not have happened.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
this event would not have happened without Jacob.
Yeah,
He's
that's
kept me on
funny.
track. He's brought some great ideas to the table, and he knows freaking everyone. So like, he's always got contacts for me, which is so valuable. So like, Jacob,
It's
thank
been
you.
good, yeah, man.
Yeah, no, thank
Not
you.
a
for
little
sure.
bit of credit.
No, a lot of credit.
Come on.
Gosh, so much credit, dude. Anyways, so if you show up, you can thank him. Make sure you thank him for his hard work making this event possible. Anyways, guys, I'll let you go. We'll let you get back to your busy lives. I know you have so much time to sit here and listen to me talk for an hour.
Whatever. It's Saturday morning. They're
That's
hanging
true.
out
They got
drinking
nothing else to
coffee.
do. How many of you are sitting in your underwear right now? Be honest in the comment section.
I am.
You are. That's what you wear. Those are your long johns.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next one. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. We got a lot of content.
Like the
On its way.
video for
Hit
the YouTube algorithm.
Yep. Sure.
What's the deal today?
All right,
We
yeah,
have 30
um,
seconds. We have 30 seconds.
Oh, geez. Okay. Let's see. If you watched it all the way to the end, one thing that you are hoping to do in Vegas, if you go to the convention,
Okay.
that is not convention related.
Okay. So, like, one thing, lose all your money. Don't lose all your money.
I'm guessing we're gonna see a bunch of comments with different strip club names.
Oh,
Probably,
Let's
yeah.
go.
This is where I'm going. This is where I'm going.
Hey, if you're watching this and you're under 21, Little Darlings is 18.
Yep.
Just letting you know.
Oh, God. Okay.
We are children friendly.
That's true. Oh, God. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.
See ya.